Welcome to Change Pace video number 26. I'm Leland Jamieson. This morning I'm going to read 3 poems for you. The first is one of my rare political statements. At the superscription it says, Gulf Coast, New Orleans, August 28, 2005, and counting. The poem is called Compassionate Conservative. Though lightly as a ballerina, Katrina pirouettes the tongue. Her landfalls like a spurned czarina. Denial, blindness, scorn have stung the sick, the poor, the old, the young. Katrina bore us no ill will, but ask the White House, ask the Hill. Incompetent politicos in cabinet posts with perks well paid have noses like Pinocchio's. The public trust they scorn, degrade. It's they New Orleans poor betrayed. The underprivileged should feel glad the Astrodome so grand a pad. Compassionate conservative? Has Bush imbibed formaldehyde? His heart exudes preservative, imbued with blue blood, old wealth pride. He'll row for photo ops, abide the bleating of the human fold, who've neither yellow nor black gold. This poem is in a quite different spirit. It's came about as a result of seeing a sculpture at the Pump House Gallery in Hartford, Connecticut. The sculpture was called Solitude, and it was by Betty Gerich. The polished sculpture well depicts a mom whose bearing, shoulder, nape, bowed head, is shown to flow from swaddled child's in cradling palm. The tiny infant's skull is still a cone, just springing back from birth canal's wet vice. Expectant eyes gaze up, entreat mom's own. The viewer kneels to grasp the newborn's prize, to gaze past forearm, breast, and collarbone to face, which has no smile, no lips, no eyes. Now this is in a little more cheerful spirit. This poem is called Cooling Off with Cayenne. Whose was that deep male voice he just could hear beneath his study floor? So late. Who was the neighbor thrust himself on her at their front door? Best he step down and rescue her so she can get some sleep tonight. Pretext, he'll raid the fridge. Yes, sir. He clumps downstairs to get a bite. The voice? Astonishing. Their sons. How could he not have recognized their flesh and blood, who now outruns his ears and holds them mesmerized? The voice breaks up. A child's again. Now, where did he stash that fresh Cayenne? Before I go, and thank you for coming, I want to invite you to jamiesonspoetry.com. And if you especially are interested, in writing short rhyming poems with metaphors, you might want to take advantage there of a new tutorial, which comes to you at no cost if you buy a book. Plus, there's an archive of change-pace poetry videos with printed texts of all the poems read in this series. So if you'd like to pursue those interests, I invite you to join me at the website. Meanwhile, thanks for coming today. See you in a week or so. Thank you.